Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Maribel and I'm so excited to be talking to you guys about entomology today, which is the study of insects, bugs, all the creepy crawlies, which I personally love. So I'm really excited to share stuff with you guys. And to begin, we'll be going over just the basics. So I want you to sound just like an entomologist. Just kidding, but you'll at least know what you're talking about. Okay, so insects. Insects are actually a part of a bigger group of animals called arthropods. They're characterized by having an exoskeleton, which is a hard outer skeleton on the outside of the body that's jointed and can move flexibly, and it pretty much performs all the tasks that you would need on the inside, but it's just on the outside. Hard covering. Some famous examples of arthropods are scorpion, crab. So how do you know if you found an insect or an arthropod, right? How can we tell? Well, there are 3 defining characteristics that compose an insect. So number 1, every insect has segmented bodies, and they're segmented in 3 parts. Number 1, the head. Number 2, the thorax. And number 3, the abdomen. So, how you can identify these parts. Number 1, look for the eyes and the antenna. They will always be on the head. Number 2, look for the legs of the insect, because the legs will always be connected to the thorax, and the thorax will always be connected to the abdomen. Telltale sign that you've got 3 segments. The other characteristics are that they have 6 legs, they have antenna, and that usually, except for the most primitive, have wings. To go further into wings, it's important to note that insects typically have 2 sets of wings that move in unison, but in special cases such as a beetle, their front wings are modified to where they form a hard covering to protect the back wing. So that's really interesting and really cool. So now that you have a basic understanding of the 3 defining characteristics, I want to expand a little bit on them, because why do we really care? I mean, why does it matter that they have 6 legs? But it tells us so much about where they come from, what they've evolved from, and things like that. For example, insects that have 6 legs that are shaped like oars, typically they're found in areas with lots of water, and they've adapted to that environment. And other insects in other areas that are dry will have longer legs, typically to run faster and move quicker and things like that. But it's just so interesting to analyze and see how every part of the animal is shaped by their surroundings, and just everything is adapting and changing. And insects have been around for about 325 million years. And over that time, they've definitely had so many opportunities to adapt and change. And we honestly call that process adaptation, where they evolve and acclimate to their new environment and really adjust their bodies over time to fit the environment and its needs so that they can thrive and survive. And that's something really interesting and that we should definitely talk about more in later videos. I'll see y'all soon.